This is News Channel 11 at 7.
Winter weather returns to the Tri-Cities. Today may be the second day of spring, but you wouldn't know it from being outside. Tonight, Storm Team 11 is in your corner tracking the latest conditions. Good evening. You are watching News Channel 11 at 7. I'm Ann Carter. Snow showers continue to move all across parts of the region tonight. Tracking them all from the Storm Center, Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds. Mark, when will the snow wrap up for good?
It looks like it's going to end by late tonight, early tomorrow morning, especially in the mountains. I think they'll hold on to the snow chance through about 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, as we take in that Viper radar, we are watching these little bands of light to moderate snow showers really coming down through Kentucky, parts of East Tennessee. You notice, though, we are not seeing much over the immediate Tri-Cities. Everything is off to our west. Low pressure still spinning around here, so it's pulling that moisture down from the north with the colder air. I want to take you down to the Smokies. Here's where some moderate snow is falling near Gatlinburg, Sevierville, and also into southern areas of Greene County in towards the Flag Pond area. If you're traveling right over the state line, you may encounter some of that snow. And then we take you back to Kentucky. Look at the light to moderate snow showers here. Everything kind of pushing off towards the east and the southeast. And as we show you this as well, we're in more of a snow machine mode, showing you some of the heavier bands of snow. So we're not done with it yet. The higher elevations, again, may pick up a quick 1 to 2 inches for some. Not everybody will see that. That's the highest elevations. The rest of us see on and off snow showers right through about midnight, and then things clear out late tonight, early tomorrow. We're looking at more in the way of sunshine. That's good news. I do want to reiterate a freeze warning in effect for tomorrow night, as overnight lows will be down in the low to mid 20s. And then we start a warming trend into the weekend, and early next week we're talking highs in the 60s. And more on that Storm Team forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Mark. With winter weather impacting the region, you may get the latest weather conditions, plus school closings, delays, and other schedule changes on our website, WJHL.com. The Carter County Highway Department had a full staff starting very early this morning as they prepared for winter weather headed their way. This video was taken this afternoon in Roan Mountain. Highway Department officials said the snow was really hit or miss throughout their coverage area.
So they know where the shady spots are, where more apt it is to freeze versus other places, so they kind of keep an eye on them, keep them checked out. The hills, I think it's the first day of spring, but it ain't much springy weather, is it? It's pretty rough, kind of cool.
And crews there were on standby as they continued to monitor conditions throughout the day. Police say a teenager who was reported missing has been found safe. Abingdon police were searching for 15-year-old Tara Salyer. She hadn't been seen since Monday, but this afternoon, Abingdon police said she'd been located and she is safe. Tennessee state lawmakers have postponed a vote on a bill that would legalize medical cannabis. A vote was scheduled to take place this morning, but lawmakers decided to postpone the vote until next week. It was postponed after the bill was gutted with an amendment decriminalizing medical cannabis use for 15 approved conditions instead of legalizing it in Tennessee. We're learning more now about the suspect in those deadly Texas bombings. Investigators say 23-year-old Mark Anthony Condit blew himself up as police closed in on his location. Although the suspect's dead, investigators warn the danger may still exist. Reed Binion has the latest.
Investigators searched the house of Mark Anthony Condit, trying to find clues from the serial bomber.
But I think there is a treasure trove of information in his house, as well as digital information that should shed light more upon who he is, what he was doing, why he was doing it.
The bombing spree terrorizing Texas ended after investigators tracked Condit to a hotel outside of Austin. As he drove from the hotel, police followed and his car ended up in a ditch. When the SWAT team approached, police say he detonated a bomb, killing himself.
Suspect is deceased and has significant injuries from a blast that occurred from detonating a bomb inside his vehicle.
Austin's mayor says police believe surveillance cameras caught Condit dropping packages off at a FedEx facility. Since March 2nd, 5 bombings killed 2 people and injured several others. Police say Condit was skilled and made sophisticated devices. A law enforcement source familiar with the investigation says he used batteries and smokeless powder along with shrapnel to build deadly pipe bombs.
We're still trying to piece together why is it that someone like this would go on this effort.
As the investigation continues, authorities warn there could be more bombs.
We are concerned that there still may be other devices out there, and we want to make sure that if people see suspicious packages or bags, that continue to call 911 and report that to the police.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Mark Condit's aunt released a statement Wednesday afternoon offering condolences to the families that lost loved ones. Well, Kingsport police are on the lookout for a burglary suspect who stole a gun from a vehicle parked at Walmart on Weststone Drive. Officers were called to the store last month. The victim told police he noticed a man standing by his car. Investigators said the suspect jumped into his own vehicle and then sped out of the Walmart parking lot. A surveillance camera managed to capture this blurry photo of the suspect's truck. Police believe it could possibly be a 1990s Chevy pickup with a two-tone silver paint scheme. Investigators are hoping this clue will help them crack the case. If you have any information about the car burglary and stolen gun, please call Kingsport Police. The search continues for an escaped inmate who walked off from work detail. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office is searching for 26-year-old Tyler Bryan. They say he was on a work crew at the county recycling center when he walked off last week. Bryan was serving time for violation of probation. The sheriff's office says he'd served 75% of his 11-month, 29-day sentence. Anyone with information should contact the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. 2 people are facing charges after police chase that spanned 2 counties. The Cobb County Sheriff's Office says a juvenile sped away from a traffic stop earlier today. Deputies chased the car into Greene County, where spike strips were deployed. Investigators say the driver eventually crashed and then tried to run away. Deputies say they chased the juvenile for about 100 yards before using a taser. The juvenile driver is now facing more than a dozen charges, including reckless endangerment, identity theft, and possession of marijuana and meth. They say she'd run away from Washington County, Tennessee. Reagan Stamper, a passenger who was detained during that traffic stop, is also facing drug possession charges. The Senate Intelligence Committee wants answers from the Department of Homeland Security about plans to protect the midterm elections from potential Russian and other cyber hackers. Bree Jackson reports the current and former Homeland Security directors testified on past failures and future solutions.
I was disappointed on how the Department of Homeland Security.
Senator Mark Warner wants to make sure the Department of Homeland Security is prepared to protect this year's elections.
Our main question today is how do we protect the 2018 elections? And the threat is real and growing.
Senator Richard Burr agrees. He wants DHS to notify states as soon as it is aware of a threat.
Notifications to election officials were delayed nearly a year. States therefore understood that there was a cyber threat, but not the seriousness of the scope of that threat.
Since the election, Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen says DHS is improving how they share information with states and responding to potential cyber threats.
The election night reporting, and then, of course, the certification and the auditing on the back end. All of those are potential vulnerabilities.
DHS also recommends security clearances for senior officials at the state level to give them access to classified information about threats. Senator Joe Manchin worries rural states like West Virginia won't have enough money to upgrade election systems and make other changes.
In some cases, yes, they have. Of course, they have resource constraints. Some of the machines themselves are old, as you know.
Senate Intel leaders are urging Congress to provide more money to help states protect upcoming elections. In Washington, Bree Jackson.
A Johnson City Road is back open tonight after a truck crashed earlier today. This was the scene on West Market Street after a tractor trailer overturned. It happened just before 7 o'clock this morning. First responders closed the westbound lanes of Market Street until just after noon today. Police told us the truck driver was not injured in that crash. A traffic alert for tomorrow. A section of road in Elizabethton is scheduled to be closed Thursday. The City Water Department says West G Street will be closed between Hunter Avenue and Williams Avenue tomorrow night into Friday morning. They also say that sections of Orchard Road and Dakota Avenue near West G Street will also be closed. Crews will be working on sewer lines in that area. The work is scheduled to begin at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and it will continue until the repairs are complete Friday morning. A report released yesterday shows the number of people living with Alzheimer's disease is on the rise, and so is the cost of treating it. The 2018 Alzheimer's Disease Facts and Figures report says Alzheimer's-related costs for families and society was $20 billion more than it was the previous year. According to the Alzheimer's Association, 5.7 million Americans are living with this disease. And they believe that number is going to rise even more over the next few years, largely due to baby boomers. That's why some say now is time to invest in cures and treatments.
If we make the kind of investment that we need to in research now, we will have cures and treatments that can change the course of this disease in the near future. And so this is the time to make those investments so that we can change that trajectory before we even get through the baby boom generation.
One of the earliest signs of Alzheimer's disease is memory problems. If you have concerns about you or your loved ones struggling with memory, you are urged to see your doctor immediately.
All right, we're still holding on to those winter storm warnings for the mountains through midnight. Winter weather advisories as well for some. Otherwise, tomorrow, a better day, more sunshine coming our way. Your Storm Team forecast is coming up next.